Mr. President, reserving the right to object, and I do so with some reluctance.
There will be order.
I would remind my colleagues that last year we took up the consideration of the Defense Authorization Bill, and without warning, the distinguished chairman of the committee introduced a hate crimes bill, which had no business on the Defense Authorization Bill, filled up the tree, and then, of course, we spent a great amount of time on hate crimes. And I've only been a member of this committee.
Please, order.
I've only been a member of this committee, Mr. President, since 1987. I have never seen what the chairman of the committee did last year by bringing a totally irrelevant and very controversial issue and put it on the Defense Authorization Bill. We spent weeks on that when we should have been spending time on defending this nation. It was a betrayal of the men and women who are serving this country. I'm not going to allow us to move forward, and I will be discussing with my leaders and the 41 members of this side of the aisle as to whether we're going to move forward with a bill that contains the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy repealed before a meaningful survey of the impact on battle effectiveness and morale of the men and women who are serving this nation in uniform. It's again the chairman of the committee and the majority leader and the other side moving forward with a social agenda on a legislation that was intended to ensure this nation's security. Along with it, they have abortion now is going to be performed in military hospitals for the first time in a long time. There's going to be a transparency of the distinguished chairman and his staff, without informing me or anybody else, put in $1 billion worth of pork barrel projects instead of the $1 billion that the administration asked for us to aid Iraq as we are finally leaving. It is a terrible piece of legislation, ramrodded through, and it has, and my greatest concern, of course, is about repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell without any a survey being done to find out the morale effective on battle effectiveness and morale, which we were assured would take place before the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And it is purely a political promise on the part of the President of the United States and the members on the other side of the aisle, and it's disgraceful to have it on this legislation without a survey being done about our battle effectiveness, the morale of the men and women in the military, who I am hearing from all the time. Therefore, I object.